Hello and welcome to day 3 of your natural breathing challenge. 3 is my favorite / lucky number, so I know that this video is going to be a good one. And we're pairing 2 of my favorite things, breathing with movement and mobility. Today is focusing on upper back and a bit of lower back mobility to help us engage our diaphragm, our main breathing muscle, more naturally. Now, the reason it's really important for us to expand into our mid-back, our lower back, our spinal area and ribcage is because your diaphragm, the muscle of breathing, as I just mentioned, it connects into parts of our lower sternum, so here, and it also connects into areas of our lower ribcage, around here, and then around the back it also connects into our upper part of our lower back, our lumbar spine. So to facilitate expansion of our diaphragm muscle, when we breathe in, the diaphragm contracts, and then we expand our thoracic cavity region. And then as we breathe out, the diaphragm just naturally comes back into a rested position. It's really important that we don't have too much tightness around our mid-back and our ribcage area. Otherwise, it creates rigidity and tension, mechanical tension. Itself can also cause the joints to get really tight in our upper back area, which is why this is going to feel great today, because we are going to be opening up our spine, our rib cage, and connecting into that nice diaphragm expansion all in one. So let's get straight into it. Meeting me in the breather's reset position. As always, lying on your back, getting yourself, The ladies will know how annoying this is when you forget that you have a claw clip in. That actually gave me a fright. Anywho, bending your knees, good. And then when you're ready, placing both hands behind your back. Lovely, just finding stillness here, feeling that wave of relaxation melting through your body. That wave is softening the facial muscles, melting the eyebrows, letting go of the chest, softening the belly, grounding the hips into the mat, feeling the feet in contact with the floor, and just taking a moment to soften your eyes here. Connecting into that soft expansion of the diaphragm and just noticing how little force is required to breathe in to the diaphragm area. Feel free to move your hands from this position if it feels more comfortable to place them like this. Connecting back into some key groundwork from day 2. Swallowing, letting go, breathing out, and melting. Can we find that soft pause at the end of the breath out? And soft, let it go on the breath out without forcing it. Find the pause, good. You may need to swallow at the end of the breath out and just try and find stillness at the end. It may feel a little bit jumpy still, and it might feel like you need to initiate that breath in straight away. Again, be kind to yourself, reassure yourself it's only day 3. We are retraining the breathing center, which is a region in your brain, particularly in your brainstem. It helps detect when we breathe, our drive to breathe, and it's used to a faster breathing rate. Probably you've been breathing a bit faster for months to years. So that's why it can feel like it just wants to go back to its old habit. So just softly encourage the breath out to softly pause, melting the body, and bring kindness to yourself, knowing that that pause will get more comfortable at rest with practice. You're doing great. All right, now let's get straight into our mobility. Rocking the knees over towards the right. Placing your hands onto the side of your ribs. Finding stillness here, letting the elbows go. Letting any tension in the hands melt away. And then twisting to the other side. Good. I'm going to layer on a natural breathing concept for the next time we do this movement. But for now, I just want you to connect into that nice stretch you can feel in your lower back. You might feel a little expansion into where your hands are. If you can't quite yet, don't worry, as I'll layer into that right now. Rotating towards the other side. Softening into the stretch on the right. Now this time I want you to imagine you have an elastic band around the lower part of your ribs. Just softly at the lower rib area where your hands are. As you breathe in, can you imagine expanding into the sides where the elastic band is, and then letting it go? Good. So our diaphragm muscle expands 360 the whole way around. So as you breathe in, expanding into the sides of your lower rib cage, and then letting it go, softening the hands, melting any tension from the facial muscles. The jaw lets go and softens. Finding stillness at the end of the breath out. Expanding into the sides and front. Good. You'll notice that your diaphragm has this lovely capacity to expand a little bit more into the sides. You might feel it a little bit now in where your hands are. Creating a bit of momentum here, rocking towards the other side. If you find at any point the breath starts to feel restricted or sticky, often we feel like we need to keep breathing in to get a good breath. What that does is it actually creates too much tension and hyperinflation in the upper chest. So rather than focusing on the breath in when you feel like you need to get a deep breath, can you try and focus on a soft breath out and melt and pause at the end, and then reminding yourself that you have a diaphragm for when you breathe back in. So as you expand in to the sides, front, and then letting it go, softening the chest, melting the hands. Well done. So the challenge for the rest of your breather's mobility is when you feel like you need to take a big catch-up breath in, recognizing that that's going to make it quite hard to expand into your diaphragm if you're already ballooning a breath into your upper chest. So you need to let the balloon go first through breathing out softly, melting the body, find pause, and then expanding into the diaphragm. Well done. Reassuring yourself, ear hunger is your friend. It is not a threat. Your body is learning natural breathing and just bringing some trust back into your body again. Well done. When you're ready, straightening the right leg, twisting over towards the right. Can you bring your hands above your head into breather's reset with a twist? Connecting into that side expansion, into that imaginary elastic band, into sides and front of your lower abdomen area, melting the stomach, letting it go. Nice. Now this time, can you try and focus on breathing in with less effort? So I almost want you to imagine that you are just ever so softly directing expansion into sides and front, so softly. And it just happens so naturally as you let the body go, soften the head, melt the fingers. Well done. Other side, straightening that left leg, rotating over towards the left. Or I'm a bit tighter on this side. Finding stillness here, feeling that wave of relaxation, melting the face muscles, softening the elbows, sinking the hips, the knees, the toes, going heavy. And on that soft breath in, expanding into the sides and front where the diaphragm is. Lovely. If you wish to have a bit of feedback, you can place your hands down and softly onto the side of your ribcage at any point. Breathing into the sides and front. Well done. So that's your diaphragm muscle. Amazing. Your body knows how to use your diaphragm. It just needs the cues to get there with ease. So really bring a sense of well done to yourself, right? Be your own best supporter, your own biggest fan. Lovely. Letting go of the body here, finding a soft pause at the end of that breath out. Swallow, let go, breathe out. And melt the body, softening the hands. And when you're ready, rotating all of the way over. Meet me in 4-point kneel. Good. Coming straight into your thread the needle. Drawing the right hand, reaching towards the left. Noticing a lovely stretch in that mid-back. Try not to hold your breath here. Breathing out and melt. Fingers heavy in the head. Letting the eyes soften. Noticing soft expansion into the sides and front where the diaphragm is. Good. Reaching all of the way up. If in doubt, can you let the body go? Softly breathe out through pursed lips like you're blowing out a candle. And then reaching through one more time. We're just going to do 2 on each side. Can you let go even more into this twist, softening the elbow even more, sinking the hips, noticing how that soft expansion just happens quite naturally. And if there is at any point a fixation on that breath in or a big yawn you feel you need to take, try let go on the breath out versus trying to gasp it in. Find stillness at the end of the breath out. Good. And then back in through your nose. Well done. other side. Reaching all the way up with that left hand. Breathing out, softening the body as you twist through towards the right. Finding stillness here, melting the elbows. Expansion into the sides. And then sinking into the body as you breathe out, finding a soft moment. Reaching up one more time. I don't want you to worry about when you're breathing in and out when you're moving. I just want you to focus on softening and melting as you breathe out. Particularly is focusing on that soft breath out if you feel like you're trying to get a good breath in. It's not actually about that in breath, it's about doing the opposite. And breathing out and letting the body go. And then expanding into the sides in front of diaphragm, letting the body go. Not trying to force it in, not trying to stretch it in. Just notice how it just happens naturally when your body is placed in the position to help you breathe. Back into 4-point, finishing with a lovely child's pose, rocking your hips down, melting the forehead. Sending that wave of relaxation, washing up the tips of your fingers. Spreading and grounding your back into the mat. That wave of relaxation, softening the hips, melting the stomach. Notice that soft expansion into sides, and then letting it go. Remember, if you've taken a breath in and it felt a bit sticky on the breath in, can you breathe out and melt? Don't try and keep forcing that breath in. Let the balloon go. Find stillness, and then in, soft, letting go of any tension from the body, reassuring yourself again that air hunger is your friend and not a threat. Rocking up into 4-point again. Finishing with just a little cat-cow flow, and then rocking back into child's pose. Big roll up into cat-cow. Focusing on softening on that breath out. It's okay to breathe out through pursed lips when you're doing exercise and movement, which is like blowing out a candle. Imagine that balloon in the upper chest. If we keep it trying to breathe into the upper chest, and the breath starts to feel restricted, breathing out through pursed lips can help to soften the chest, deflate the balloon in the upper chest, so that we can re-expand that breath into the diaphragm, positioning our bodies in lovely mobility positions to help us feel the diaphragm expanding into all directions with less effort. Rocking up one more time with your cat-cow to child's pose flow. Pressing through the heels of the hands. Rocking back down. Finding stillness in child's pose, melting the forehead. Softening the eyes. Connecting into that expansion like the elastic band into the sides and front with not any force. Let it go. Soften the hands. Well done. Coming back into center. And when you're ready, rotating your body, coming into a seated position. A little side stretch to finish off. Reaching over towards the left, feeling that stretch in the right. You may find your body starts to hold and grip. So can you breathe out and melt the fingers and expanding in softly into the sides and front. Lovely. If it feels a little bit harder to feel that expansion into your diaphragm when you're sitting, it's normal. It's much harder to feel the diaphragm expanding in sitting compared to lying when we're just starting. So again, be kind to yourself. That will come with practice, but focus more on the lying down mobility stretches for now. But when you are at work, at your desk, you can even kind of hold on to the side of your chair if you're sitting in a chair and rock over to the side. Breathe out and melt. Expanding in to the sides and front. Lovely. No need to stretch it in too much. It just happens. Really trust your body. When your hands are above your head, it helps you feel your diaphragm with less effort too. So really just trust that mind-muscle connection, because your diaphragm is a muscle at the end of the day. Just needs a mind-muscle connection reset. Oh, lovely. Reaching your hands up above your head. To do it at a different angle because of the plant. Lovely. 2 more. Good. Soften the chest. Breathe out and melt. The leaves are getting a little bit of a bit of wind. And finding stillness here. Well done. Now you have just completed your breather's mobility. There would have been a couple of positions, twists, poses that felt like you could really connect into your diaphragm with less effort and more naturally. Everyone's different, so that one pose that felt the most restorative for your diaphragm breathing, my challenge to you is to practice that position a few times a day. Personally, I quite like lying down and twisting over to the side and feeling that soft expansion into the stretch, and then it lets it go, creating a wave of relaxation through my body at the same time. I quite like that one. But some people love the child's pose and can really find that natural expansion and grounding sensation in that position. So pick the position for you, and my challenge is to connect into it a few more times today. Really prioritize that moment for yourself. Strip it back to the breathing foundations, which is connecting into soft side and front expansion of diaphragm and letting the body go. Breathe out and melt. Soft pause at the end of the breath out, but balancing the breathing foundations with actually just letting your body go and feeling the stretch. You don't need your breath to be perfect. for every breath. There's no such thing. Your breathing needs to be functional and adaptable, and it also needs to be practical so that you can feel your body let go and relax, and then just connect into the breathing softly with intention, and then come back to the body and letting that go. And if you need a reminder, this video is always here to help you out, and you can play it again in little chunks at any moment throughout this challenge that you feel like you need a mid-back breathing mobility reset. I can't wait to see you for day 4 tomorrow. Give yourself a big high five in the mirror, as Mel Robbins would say, and I will see you soon.